So I have had this hate-hate relationship with the color brown for as long as I can remember. That's about to change, I think, maybe. Hello there, it's Grace. Little bit of housekeeping before I begin. If you are a subscriber already, why, thank you very much. Appreciate you. If this is your first time, welcome to my pen and ink channel, my corner of the world, and in particular, this swatch party. I hope you'll come back often, and if so, you might as well subscribe, just saying. Okay, about brown. I always thought it was such a blah color. Blah. I mean, when you really think of it, brown comes from a hodgepodge of colors mixed together. Sorry to all you brown color lovers out there, because I don't mean to diss brown, but it is. Brown doesn't even, it's not even its own color. It's more a composite color of primary and secondary colors mixed together. So no wonder in my head, it's a hodgepodge, right? Put every color in the pot and stir. You get some form of brown. Put a bright red against a black and its color shines. The color black is like, don't look at me, look at that red. And when you put that same, excuse me, vibrant red against a brown, womp, womp, womp. So yeah, brown has always been a color. I found it hard to use in any of my creative work before. So, like I did with the Jinhao Pens experiment for October Currently Inked, I've decided to do an Inky Es experiment with the color brown. See if I can change this hate-hate relationship. With all the flavors of inks out there that are in the brown category, I brought a selection of them together to see if I can reevaluate my thinking or confirm it, one or the other. So yes, we are having a swatch party, y'all. I know you know that this is just a small sampling of browns that are available, but I come with an open mind. Okay. Let's get to that overhead. Okay, let's get started with the Inky Es browns. Let's do the browns. First up, we have Tatya and Benetsuchi. And this. I always want to get my, what is it called? What's this thing called? Stainless steel Kakamori nib. All right. Beautiful. This one is Tatya Benetsuchi. Okay, it's beautiful, beautiful. With orange shading, love that coming in there. Alrighty. Number 1, Inky E has been completed. And this one is Robert Oster Brandy. I recently got this in the Ink Flight for September, and I thought it's perfect to include here because it's a shade of brown. Now, it's a yellowish gold thing going on, which is so gorgeous. Clean off that nib a bit. We have my figure eights always look like they're drunk. Yep, they always look like they're drunk. So far, So far it's a 2 out of 2. Absolutely. Let's get on to the other. We are up to, I've never heard of this one. This is IWI Color of Nature White Dew, which is an interesting name for a color that has white in it, and it's supposed to be brown. Where are we? Let's just do right there. A bit tad on the lot side. I'm getting my circles better. Okay, IWI Colors of Nature White Dew. Interesting. Those are so freaking lopsided. Some days I get them, and some days they just like, I don't know what you're trying to do, Grace, because it does not look like a flower. Okay, I want to read more about this one, IWI, Colors of Nature, because I've never heard of it, and interesting. I picked it because it was a brown. I literally went, oh man, I forgot. I have no more ancient copper. Dang it. I have that little, I don't even know if you can see that little bit left in the bottom. I'm wondering if I can I get that? Am I really going to do this? Yes, I am. Why not? You don't want to come out for me? I don't even think there's anything there. I think that's... Dang it! I really wanted ancient copper. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do it separately. Ancient copper. Ancient copper is in my new pen, the Visconti. So I'm going to write it in there. And then when I get some more, maybe I'll take some out of here and do some, but not right now. This is love how this is shading at the bottom there. Beautiful. And when I'll get a swatch of that, I'll put a little bit of that right now. How about that? Just so I can see the color. I love that color. I love that color, and I love that color in this pen with this nib. Happy, happy, happy. Alrighty. Next up is, let's use a new one. This is Robert Oster Australis Oak. Okay, let's see how you do. Oh, that was a lot. Spread it out a bit. It's hinting it's got some, almost like a tangerine coloring to it. Let's see how you write. Oh, I forgot my little curls. One more dip. It is such a different color. I put these tabs on here so I know it basically the color family, but the color that's here, which is a regular kind of copy size paper, is obviously not what's here, but I don't mind that because it just gives me a general idea of what that color is supposed to be. This one is Diamine Sepia. Sit in your tray. Oh my goodness, you're sitting there. I didn't do that yet. Why didn't you guys remind me? I hadn't pressed the dot yet. Let's write anyway. Okay, let's do that one. It's coming in quite different with the browns, with the selection of browns. It's coming in quite different. I'm liking that they are different too. Well, we kind of made a mistake there, but that's okay. I only put 4 here. I wanted to put, we'll work it out. We will work it out. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I miss something? 2, 4, 6. Oh, I have 14 browns. Am I supposed to have 14 browns? I don't know if you're supposed to be there. I know you're there. Oh, sepia wasn't supposed to be there. Okay, whatever. We did sepia anyway. Sepia is a brown. Alrighty, let's get to, we'll put more on that side. This one is Diamine. Oh no, I want to do, we'll do that one. Diamine Cocoa Shimmer. And before I think there's enough. There's enough floating. Oh, look at that color. Do you see the color all over there? Wow. I don't want to let the paper up. I don't want to fold over. Let's do that. Ooh. Little side action going there. That's okay. I just want to make sure that I get some of that shimmer coming out. Here's those wonky leaves again. Alrighty. I'm going to move these down so I know what's coming next. This one is Robert Oster Terracotta. One. And if you look there, I don't know if you can see, it wants to look like a red across there. It's really coming off as a red. More red than brown, but it is in the brown family, let's say. It's a pretty color. It's a shiny, vibrant, more like I like. And then you can see, I don't know if you can see some of that shimmer that's happening in the cocoa shimmer already. Okay, let's try. Now, this is another new one. This is called Pen BBS Wolfgang, and it's number 417. Another ink I have never, an ink brand, I should say, I have never heard of. Never, ever, ever heard of. So we'll try this one as well. Oh, that was a lot. That was a lot. She put down a lot, people. These two are ones to read somewhat similar. We'll see in a minute how if they write similarly. EBS 17. My goodness, I cannot even spell this thing. Pretty color though. Really pretty. I like you, Wolfgang. Did I do this one? No, I did not. This one is called Chocolate Brown is what we're doing next. 1 second while I get the pipette ready. This is definitely going to be brown. The brown that we all know Sometimes love and sometimes hate. That is definitely brown. I'm okay with that though. It's a nice deep blackish brown. That's what's coming across to me. In certain lights, it looks like over here, from my angle, it looks almost black. And over here, it looks like a deep, deep brown. Next up, we have Octopus Fluids Write and Draw Brown Penguin. All of that just to call the damn thing brown. Alrighty. Let's see what you got. Got some reddish hue in there as well. It's clingy. It's very clingy. Who are we? Oh, here's the long name. Octopus Fluids. This is freaking thick. Shake some of that up. Oh. Brown Penguin. Not sure about this one. This is the first one I'm not like kind of enamored with. Out of all of them, you have one. That's a good number. This next one is Monteverde Copper Noir. A lot of are reading more orangey reddish. I am not mad at that. When it came out a lot here, it looks like a totally different color. As you can see on the stalk. I don't know if you can see it. I hope I'll show it in a minute. But the stalk looks a completely different color. Maybe it dries the same. I don't know. That's Monteverde Copper Noir. And then, did we get them all? I think we got them all. Although I did want to put in brown pink in there, so maybe I'll save space. Okay. So this is why I want to do this experiment with colors. Inky explorations and experimentations, because you just never know what you're going to get when it says it's a color, it's a hue. This is brown. This is brown. Alrighty. And I have space for one more, and I'm going to include it. I wasn't going to, but heck, why not? You're a bit squeezed up. You're a bit squeezed up right there, and that's okay. This is one that I got in the first ink flight I got. This is Inkabara Brown Pink. And at the top, it comes off brown. And I just want to see if it comes up brown and stays brown. And writes brown, I should say, not stays brown. It is light. I am really glad I put it in there. I'm really glad. Let's see how it writes. Does it write that light? Again, I remember when I swatched it the first time, I wasn't overly impressed at all. And I'm still not overly impressed. So there. So I actually had 14. I thought I was doing 12. This is why I spaced them like that. But I actually had 14. So if I had to choose the ones that I really like, let me do it this way. The swatches and the way it writes to me are totally different. I always have to see a writing swatch of it. If I just go by color, I love Brandy. I like Davinci and this pen BBS. I don't know what happened there. It cut out on me, my video. So, Australis Oak, I think I'm going to enjoy writing with that. Very much so. I am not, again, I'm not a fan. You know what it looks, I don't know. It's got like green, pukey, brown thing going on here. I like Diplomat Caramel. Copper Noir is nice, but I would go for this one over this one. I like chocolate brown when I want a brown, when I want a true brown, and that is for me true brown. And then maybe Wolfgang. Yeah, I wouldn't write with all of them. This, which one is it? Interesting. The white dew is coming off little muted. Interesting there. This fascinates me. It absolutely fascinates me. The colors that these ink, the properties of these inks, how they swatch up in terms of color swatch, a chunk of color, as opposed to the actual color that writes. Because you don't when you see letters, you don't see all of that in a letter because it's only one stroke. So that's why writing with the ink is really important for me. More than just the swatch. The swatch is really playtime for me. I just love seeing a bunch of splash of color. Yeah, and you know what? That brown pink, not a fan. The more I look at it, the more I realize I am not a fan. Alrighty, Inky Es, the browns. Here they are. If there is a color way that you'd like me to swatch or gather inks from, gather inks to swatch, or maybe there's an array of colors, say like cool colors or something. Anyway, let me know in the comments below and I will kind of start gathering my inks to me, start gathering them things. That's it for now. Yay to my first Inky E. There you go. See ya.